Welcome back to the Los Alamitos Weekend Preview. We're approaching the halfway point of January, just like that, Michael. Welcome back to Michael Wrona. January 15th is the weekend here we're going to be taking a look at, which is Saturday and Sunday. Doubleheaders, excuse me, not doubleheaders, but two race cards this weekend with Saturday and Sunday. January 15th, I feel like the month is flying by, Michael.
Yeah, mate, for God's sake, don't mention doubleheaders. The last time I tried to do a doubleheader, I had no voice. Things are looking and sounding a little bit brighter as we reach mid-January.
let's put that in the back burner. That was last year, Michael. No need to relive those moments of last season. But welcome back to the program. It is a 9-race program for Saturday night, which is the card we're going to take a look at. And I see you're going back to a familiar face.
Yeah, actually, I am going to relive something from last year, although technically the opening night of this current meet, December 26, when I fancied older brother in a 1,000-yard allowance. He went under by a half length, but I thought there was enough merit in the performance to come back and have another nibble this Saturday night.
Yeah, he's going to be drawn on the outside here in this event on Saturday night. But back on December 26th, which was, you mentioned, was the opening night of the current season, he was right there pretty much in the mix of things from the start of this race.
Yeah, probing along the inside. I had picked him on that occasion on the strength of his second to Baby Gronk back in November, when he was involved in an inside duel, and he had an inside path again in this race, and he just couldn't quite get by the leader, but he kept to his task solidly. So both of those races under the lights, November and December, were half-length seconds, and I think he can go one better from a nice outside draw. I love the outside draw for him this Saturday night.
And if I remember correctly, you see right there, Proud Veteran, the 3, older brother, the 2. Proud Veteran went off the slight 7-5 choice, but wasn't Proud Veteran extending his winning streak to maybe 3 or 4 this night?
Yeah, this horse is red hot, and Reckoning Day finishes 3rd in this race. He lines up again against older brother, and Reckoning Day was closing nicely for 3rd, but I don't think there's as much serious speed in this race. There's no Proud Veteran speed, there's no Baby Gronk speed, and I think from the opening of the gate, Edgar Payeras can control this event on older brother. He's the favourite. I don't like picking favourites, but I have to come back to him because I do think that he is beautifully spotted in this field from the outside post position. If he does not get the job done again, then I'll give up. But I can't let him go around without me, Jose, on Saturday night. And sandwiched in between those two very good seconds under the lights was a second in the daytime thoroughbred meet in early December, when again he was involved in an inside duel. So this is going to set up much better for him from post position 5.
Yeah, and given where he's drawn on the outside, you probably think I would imagine he has enough speed to try and cross over. There is some other speed along the inside, but I think the best tactics are try to cross over. If somebody wants to lead and grabs the inside post, you probably want to track and set off and set a pretty good trip. But I think this outside post gives him the options at least to be able to maneuver his way.
Exactly. So he's had 3 starts since being claimed by Sergio Morfin for second, and second. But this horse is not a non-winner. Throughout his career, he's been a solid hitter. He's had 36 starts for 8 wins and 9 seconds and 4 thirds. So I think he's bursting to win another race, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't come as the favourite in race 5. Now, with a 9-race card, it's not going to be part of either pick 4, but of course there'll be doubles and pick 3s and the pick 6, and I think he's probably a single.
Yeah, that could be a good leg to kind of narrow down as part of that pick 6 sequence on Saturday night. All right, we'll go back and take another look at Older Brother with Mike Wrona. Michael, thanks for that replay and that analysis, and we'll see you out there here this weekend at Los Al.
My pleasure. Good luck, mate. Hooroo.
It's quarter horse girl power on the racetrack at Los Alamitos with the nation's best stakes schedule ever for fillies and mares. Our 2022 schedule includes 3 races in the quarter horse distaff division with a purse of $100,000 or more. And it continues with the Denim and Diamonds Handicap on February 26th. Sophomore fillies have the $500,000 Los Alamitos Oaks on March 26th. Plus, more than a dozen other top stakes races for fillies and mares. It's all about quarter horse girl power at Los Alamitos.
Welcome back to the program. Now joined by Los Alamitos analyst Christopher Wade, and I believe you're taking us towards the late double part of the card.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the in tonight's 8th race. I'm gonna look at the 3 Bet Through Eagle. The horse who was been troubled in all 3 lifetime starts after working pretty well part of that debut. I gave the horse a B workout pattern prior to the much trouble debut and ensuing couple of efforts. So the horse has ability, it's just a matter of getting out of the gate, and that was the case in the last effort 42 nights ago.
So this is going to be a 8th event, late double. Maiden claimers going for a tag of 5,000, 300 yards is the distance for these quarter horses. She is one of a few 3-year-olds in this spot and a couple of 5-year-olds. But let's take a look at the replay for that last event, which was December 4th, courtesy of LosAlamitos.com. Here's the replay. December 4th, she was the 6th?
Post number 6, yes.
Yeah, she was the 6th horse. What did you see this night?
Well, the horse got a little fractures as per usual inside the gate, but broke very slow. And it was bumped back, got in close quarters, and crossed and took up. And then it had to angle out away from the gate. Broke a little bit slow, bumped back, cross, a rank right here. And had to angle out, take up a little bit, angle out. Now watch this horse, this continues to drift out. Then watch this horse level out on own under a hold near the wire. Only beaten about half a length for the whole thing, and galloped out very, very strong. This horse just needs a clean start to be a big factor in tonight's 8th event.
Yeah, you can see she was, and you're right, she was leveling out pretty much on her own, finding that best stride at the finish line. She did cross the finish line in 3rd, but because of that veering in and the bumping, she ended up getting disqualified and placed last that night. So she was 7-1 that night, so she didn't take much betting support back on December 4th.
Yeah, no, not that night. The horse is nothing but trouble. Was up against a decent group of horses that night, so it was overlooking the wagering. But the ability is there. It's just a matter of getting out of the gate and having a decent path to run and show this horse's true ability. I gave the horse a ton of trouble last time, upwards of like 30-some trouble. And with everything factored in, the horse put forth a pretty good number, like along the lines with trouble track variance, even along the lines of 1562. And on my numbers, the closest horse to that might be the 2-horse Special Miracle Run, like a 1565, 1566, who's coming off 110-yard events. That might be the main threat, but Bet to the Eagle, a clear path puts this horse right there in the mix and be tough to hold off near the wire.
All right, Chris, thanks for the analysis and the replay, and hopefully Bet Through the Eagle gets to the winner's circle to start the late double on Saturday night.
Let's hope so.
All right, have a good night.
You too, boss.
The traditional $2 pick six at Los Alamitos is always a great bet, and our pools continue to increase. On Saturday, January 8th, a one-night carryover of $34,000 led to a huge total pool of over $184,000, and our $10,000 pick six promo on eligible Sunday nights consistently resulted in total pools of over $60,000, and the payouts can be tremendous. And remember, on Sunday nights when there's not a carryover, Los Alamitos is continuing to add $10,000 to the pick six pool. The traditional $2 pick six, a great bet, a great deal, always at Los Alamitos.
That's right. Welcome back to the program. Now joined by Professor G. And I said that's right because I was just watching the Pick Six commercial, Orlando. That was a nice pool just a week ago. And I'm going to have my single as part of the first leg of the Pick Six this week. So I'm going to give you a little bit of I'll try to give you a single for the Pick Six this week. But welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight?
Really good, Jose. Thank you for having me. And last Saturday night, we had $34,000 Pick Six carryover. And the players ended up betting close to $150,000 into that pool. We ended up with a total pool of over $184,000. So a really good opportunity to make some nice money there in the pick sixes at Los Al. No carryover this Saturday, but what we've seen so far is that the pools on a night that we don't have a carryover still reach about 24,000 to 30,000 around that figure. Almost as high as 34,000 on some nights. So the pick six has been rolling here at Los Alamitos. The players are enjoying it and hopefully cashing in.
Yeah, so thank you for all the players supporting the pools at Los Al. Not only pick six, the pick fours have been strong as well. Before we take a look at some horses that we'd like for this Saturday night, thanks a lot to Christopher Wade and Michael Wrona for chiming in as well with a couple of selections. The announcement of the awards for the AQHA National Championships, the Quarter Horse Racing Association, that were this past week in Orlando, and there were some local connections celebrated.
Yeah, definitely headed by the champion owner, Dutch Masters 3, for the third time. Dutch Masters 3 and Dr. James Strulman named the champion owner. First time was 2001, followed by 2005. And now, once again, in 2021, the champion owners, there we see the Strulman family, as well as Jaime Gomez, Carlos Lopez, his assistant, and jockey Oscar Peinado, after winning the Los Alamitos Super Derby, a great race with Flashback. And Dr. Strulman and Dutch Masters 3 also enjoy victories in the Ruidoso Futurity, the Rainbow Futurity as well, with Just Saving Candy, who also happened to be named the champion 2-year-old for 2021. And of course, we had a couple of other horses to win national championships. Golden Boy, the winner of the Edberg Million Futurity, was named the champion 2-year-old colt. There he is. And Valentin Zamudio has told us that the horse is looking forward to returning to training here at Los Alamitos in about a month. And they'll be pointing him to the El Primero del Año Derby, maybe making a trip to Ruidoso Downs for the summer derbies there before returning for the Super Derby. So we'll be enjoying Golden Boy run this year once again. And the Champion H mare, Kiss Through Fire, just a sensational season last year. Won a season high 4 stakes races here at Los Alamitos, including the Grade 1 Charger Bar Handicap, and then returned to win the Charger Bar Handicap once again on January 2nd here at Los Alamitos, becoming only the third mare to repeat as Charger Bar winner. And Juan Aleman, he was a little bit nervous. He thought that getting disqualified for the Las Damas handicap may have cost Kiss Through Fire the title of Champion H mare, but she got the title after all. 4 stakes wins, just some outstanding performances from January all the way to the end of the season. She was competing the entire year. A great season for Kiss Through Fire. And for Gentry Farms, sensational, because the mother was a champion H mare, and now the daughter, Kiss Through Fire, repeats that as well. So congratulations to Gentry Farms, Juan Aleman, and of course, Kiss Through Fire.
That's got to be such a gratifying feeling to be able to, take your homebred operation, and the mothers are producing now Grade 1 mothers, that bloodline. So congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations to Gentry Farms. They've done a tremendous job with their homebred operation. And Juan Aleman has now trained, generations of Grade 1 winners out of the same mares, the same mom. Yeah. So
Fredaville is one. Mm-hmm. And even going back to Apolitical Time that he could condition. And now here he is with a couple of other nice mares. Kiss Through Fire, College Scandal, also owned by Gentry Farms. So he knows how to develop a racing champion, especially a racing mare.
Wasn't Mr. Gentry the one that experimented with Scat Daddy on the thoroughbred side? Scat Mandu? Did he?
Yeah, because is it College Scandal that's by Corona's Leaving You, I believe. It was also they've had connections with stallions from the thoroughbred side. That they've experimented with. Yeah,
it's been fun. It's been fun to follow along those breed lines. I read a few years ago. I read a nice article in I believe it was Speed Horse, a great article about their breeding operation and what goes into it and how they're they put so much effort into continuing those homebred bloodlines. So congratulations to all our connections, both nationally and locally based as well here at Los Al, earning all those achievements, not only equines but also human connections. All right, Orlando, time for some selections. Let's see if we can get a few winners on this Saturday night program. I'll go first because my race comes up first before yours does. I'm going to look at the first leg of the pick 6 and also which ends up being the closeout leg of the early pick 4. And that is race number 4. Pick 6 begins right here. They're going claimers 2,500, 4.5 furlongs. I'm going to the outside runner. That is Nia Bay for Brian Cunningham. And I know he's been the beaten favorite 3 consecutive times, Orlando. Some people might want to jump off at this point, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going back. I'm going back to the well. Nia Bay is dropping in claiming price, but I was encouraged by that effort. Even though he was defeated, I thought he was very game. And I'll bring up the replay here, courtesy of losalamitos.com. And Nia Bay this night on December 26th was the number 2 horse. He did go off as a slight betting choice this night, but from the start, he broke very well, just like he usually does, Orlando. But it looked like he never got a breather. He was always under a drive, even when he opened up a length here. Here comes the 7 to apply pressure. They got into a duel, and in deep stretch, Nia Bay lost the lead, but I like how he battled back, got the lead back, but unfortunately, he ended up losing the war to Shane Zane, who's the 3 horse this night, who ended up rallying along the inside. So despite him getting beat, I thought it was an ultra game effort here this night.
And you're going to get a little bit of class relief as well, aren't you, in this race?
Going from 4,000 claimers down to 2,500. So that I think that's going to help as well. Right here is when he loses the lead, he battles back, and unfortunately there is a Shane Zane finding an opening along the inside to get the win. But I like that effort. Obviously, a horse that is fairly consistent, likes to show speed. And I think he's going to be aggressive from that outside post.
Yeah, and so often you see those duels between 2 horses around the turn, down the stretch, and it kind of opens up an opportunity for the horses there chasing here at Los Al in these 1,000-yard races. I'm going to go, Jose. I'm going to take a look at race number 6 and number 5, looking for Mischief, 2-1. So not a big price, but the favorite here is the number 4 horse, Makara, at 6-5. So looking for Mischief, a horse that has raced during the daytime exclusively, but has raced here at Los Alamitos, has a nice second place finish here, where the horse flashed some speed. Then second out here at Los Al on December the 4th, just a nightmare of a trip, got pinballed, checked early, and just was never really part of the leaders, the front, the contending horses. Ended up getting moved up to 6 following a disqualification. And again, it was just a really tough race for looking for Mischief. The horse was 3-1 that night. And now we'll come back here at Los Al, but this time running at night. Trainer Jeff Metz has won a lot of races during the nighttime here at Los Al. And of course, I like the Francisco Orduña Rojas will be up aboard this Sun by Curling to Mischief. So I'll give number 5, looking for Mischief, a look here in race number 6.
Yeah, and I think one of the positives that you mentioned is that even though he hasn't tried the night oval, he's raced over the daytime. So at least he's somewhat used to the surroundings, and he showed his better speed. His best effort was here at Los Al. So that's looking for Mischief in race number 6 as one of the horses to watch there for Professor G. Take us to the Nightcap, the quarter horse event, one of the 2 quarter horse events. Race number 9 is going to be a 300-yard straight maiden event allowance. It looks like this race is going to be bad as a 2-horse race, Orlando, with Glass Ceiling being the likely favorite. But I know you like the workout by Wasp, the 2-horse.
Yeah, Glass Ceiling is 8-5 on the morning line. Wasp is 2-1. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 shot. Wasp coming off of a January 1st workout here at Los Al, New Year's Day workout. And while you were probably watching the Rose Parade or maybe one of the college football games, this horse is out there getting his work done. Oh yeah, after a busy New Year's Eve celebration, waiting for the new year to ring. Here's number 2, Wasp, with a nice workout here at Los Al. And the horse will kind of bobble a little bit coming out of the gate. There it is, a little bobble, but recovers nicely, quickly. And I like how the rider, if you see him, is not really asking him for much, if anything. Just kind of has a big hole right here to the wire. Nice and easy. This is a horse that has not raced since August 29th and comes back as a first-time gelding. And also the breeding line. Favorite Cartel out of First Prize Honey. Mr. Johnny Trotter, the owner, paid $165,000 for the horse at the Ruidoso yearling sale. This horse ran at Ruidoso, competed in the trials through the Ruidoso Futurity, Rainbow Futurity, then arrives here at Los Alamitos and first out ran second against Benevolent, who won a trial to the Los Alamitos 2 million futurity. And My Game Plan, who we saw this horse win last weekend here for trainer Monty Arosa. So I like number 2, Wasp. I think he's going to have a nice effort, a big race here, and I'm looking for him to just outfinish number 4, Glass Ceiling, a really nice filly from the stable of Legacy Ranch and trainer Lindolfo Diaz.
Yeah, it looks like those two are going to take the majority of the wagering. I got to say, I also watched the workout on Wasp on December 11th, and I was encouraged with that 12:30 workout. That was a pair workout with a workmate. But yeah, those last 2 workouts, both in December and the most recent one on January 1st, they look sharp for Wasp. He looks ready to go here off the layoff for Johnny Trotter and Jose Flores. Jose Flores has 2 runners, the 1 Extreme Reasons and the 2 Wasp. So as a look, a couple of selections for both Professor G and I, and also looking forward to the entire card this weekend. We're almost approaching time for when we start talking Winter Derby, Winter Championship, Maiden Stakes. Before we know it, we'll be talking El Primero, Orlando. So we're halfway through January already.
Yeah, just about. We have the trials to the Los Alamitos Winter Derby and the Brad McKenzie Winter Championship here at the end of the month. And the finals will be held the week after the Super Bowl. This year's Super Bowl is on Sunday, February 13th, if I remember correctly. And then we'll have the Winter Championship, Winter Derby, and then the week after that, the Los Alamitos Maiden Stakes. So those trials are coming up later this month here at Los Al.
Yeah, looking forward to it as the action begins to heat up. And before we know it, we'll be doing baby talk, looking at those workouts for those 2-year-olds getting ready to make their seasonal debuts. Anything else you want to share, Orlando?
Yeah, I would love to share something new here at Los Alamitos that's starting this Saturday. Every racehorse that quarter horse, their guaranteed participation purse in a race is going up to $500. So it used to be $300. Every horse that started in a overnight race here got $300. That's been bumped up to $500. Okay. For every horse. So that's going to help take care of some of the workman's insurance costs and just the general cost for getting the horse to the races. So trying to do everything that we can here at Los Alamitos to help the owners earn some money, and of course running for some good prize money as well overall.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much for that explanation. So now bumped up to $500. So
most definitely. Thank you so much, Jose.
Have a good night.
Enjoy your Raiders.
Yes, go Raiders. Go Raiders.
Horse racing fans, the fun and excitement of horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. We're open daily for simulcasting, and our live quarter horse and thoroughbred meet continues every Saturday and Sunday night. And sports fans, make Burgarts at Los Alamitos a big part of your Sundays, as our new sports bar and wagering room now features the NFL Sunday Ticket. Root on your favorite football team plus cheer on your favorite racehorse at Burgarts. Plus, we're continuing to offer our popular $10,000 Pick 6 promo with the NFL Sunday Ticket now at Burgarts. Live nighttime horse racing action, and of course, our $10,000 Pick 6 promo. Get your admission tickets at the gate or online at losalamitos.com. We look forward to seeing you at Los Alamitos.